Okay, good morning, boys. Today we'll continue with trigonometric ratio, and in the previous video it was given the table of all the standard angles with sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60 and 90, sine 90. Also it was given some of the negative angles of sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. But one thing I told you about cos of negative theta and sec of negative theta. Cos of negative theta is plus cos theta and sec of negative theta is plus sec theta, and rest all are negative. So this is the thing I told you to remember properly. And in this table also we have learned all the trigonometrical ratios. Okay, I mean the values of all the angles. And how did you learn it? I told you write first 5 whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, divide each and every number by 4 and get the square root of these numbers, and whatever values you will be getting, these are the values for sine, right? So we get 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Then for cos theta it is very easy. By interchanging the values you can get 1, 0 here, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2 remains same. And for tan theta, tan 0 degree, how do you find? Dividing sine and because you know tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. So if you divide it by 1, 0 divided by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2 is 1, and root 3 by 2 by half is root 3, and this is undefined. Now I told you for cosec theta, cosec 0 or cosec 30, cosec 45, it is very easy because cosec theta is 1 by sine theta. So easily you can get the other values. Now based on these angles we can learn the values like sine 300 degree or sine of minus 300 degree. So that means if any angle which is greater than 90 degree, easily we can find the values, but there are some steps you need to follow. So what are the things you will be learning here? If the angle is greater than 90 degree, first step is get the angle in the form of 90 into n plus theta or minus theta. Okay, theta is an acute angle and the value of n will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Now there are two things you need to remember. This n can be even number or it can be odd number. If n is even, then remember there is no change in trigonometric ratio. What does it mean? Sine remains the same, cos remains the same, so sine theta it remains the same, and cos theta also remains the same. Similarly for tan, cot, cosec, sec. Now if n is odd, then you need to change the trigonometric ratio. That means sine changes into cos, cos changes into sine, tan changes into cot, cot changes into tan, and sec changes into cosec, cosec theta changes into sec theta. Right? Next step is very important. Based on this quadrant, you know this is the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, it was given all the trigonometric ratios are positive. I mean sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot, everything is positive in the first quadrant. Now in the second quadrant, sine theta or cosec theta are positive. Rest all are negative. Third quadrant, tan theta or cot theta are positive. Rest are negative. And fourth one is cos or sec are positive. rest all are negative. So if you can follow these two steps, then easily we can get the value of sine which is greater than 90 degree, right? So let's take an example. If you want to find sine 300 degree, so what you need to do is, for sine 300 degree, first of all you need to check whether the angle is positive or negative. If the angle is negative, then we have this formula. If it is positive, then directly we can go for these steps. So first you need to get this angle in the form of 90 into n plus theta or minus theta. So how to get it? The easy method is divide this angle by 90. Remainder is 30. So we can write this 300 degree as 90 into 3 plus 30. This angle is an acute angle. So it is in the form of 90 into n plus theta. So here theta is 30 degree and n is 3. But if you look at this number, it is odd number. So out here n is odd. Now if n is odd, then we need to follow these steps, right? So that means we need to change the trigonometric ratios. So for sine, sine changes into cos. So we get, in the first step, you write 300 degree as 90 into 3 plus 30. Then n is odd. So we need to change the trigonometric ratio. Sine changes into cos. As I have written it here, sine theta changes into cos theta. So we get cos theta. Now what is the value of theta? 30. So right here 30 degree. Next we need to check whether this angle is in the first quadrant or second quadrant or third quadrant or the fourth quadrant. Now if you look at this angle, it is 90 into 3. So you have got 390 degrees. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then plus 30 degree. So you need to go to the next quadrant. So remember it, if you get plus sign, you need to go to the next quadrant, and if it is minus, then stay back in the same quadrant, right? So here we are getting 90 into 3 plus 30. So it is coming in the fourth quadrant, right? Now in the fourth quadrant, which trigonometric ratios are positive? Cos or sec? Now here we are getting sine. Now one thing you must remember, don't look at your answer. For this quadrant, you need to check what is the question is asked. So look at this, right? Now here we are getting sine. So for the fourth quadrant, as I have mentioned, cos theta or sec theta, these two are positive and rest all are negative. So we will be getting here minus. Why? Because this is sine. So we have minus cos 30 degree. Now what is the value of cos 30? Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. Okay? Okay, let's take one more example. If question is asked with cos of minus 300 degree. So here the angle is negative. Okay? If the angle is negative, we need to make it positive, and there is a formula for this. Cos of negative theta is plus cos theta. So cos of minus 300 degree is plus cos 300 degree. Okay? Next, the method is same as this. So you need to check this whether it is greater than 90 or not. If it is greater than 90, then you convert it in the form of 90 into n plus theta. So that means you will be getting here cos 90 into 3 plus 30. Okay, now we are getting odd number. So we will be getting here. Okay, another thing, you need to check whether it is odd or even. If it is odd, then you check in the fourth quadrant which trigonometric ratios are positive, right? So here the question is written with cos. So we will be getting here cos changes into sine, because this number is odd. So sine 30 degree, but there is no change in the sign. Why? Because it is in the fourth quadrant.